Hello, my children of the night. I am anime viewer 666, and today we're going to be taking a look at Castlevania Season 1, currently on Netflix. Oh, yes, we're finally getting to this incredible masterpiece. Our story starts off with a brave young woman named Lisa, who goes to Dracula's home asking for help to learn more about the world, about how to heal people, about how to increase their lifespans and way of life to make things better for everyone. Dracula, seeing that there is truly a human that cares for people and isn't just as monstrous and vile as he believes them to be, he takes a bit of interest in this girl and allows her into his laboratory and eventually falls in love. A great little story altogether until, say it with me now, the church messes it all up, as they tend to do. But yes, skip forward to a bit and you see she is being persecuted by the Catholic Church and being burned on the stake for witchcraft, which is just her trying to heal people, but witchcraft! Ah, Catholic Church and churches in general, when will you ever learn? But in an almost Jesus-like parallel, she calls out, hoping that Dracula will hear, though he isn't in the crowd at the time. Please, forgive them. They know not what they do, basically. Of course, Dracula doesn't hear these words, and when he finds out what happened to his beloved, he demands retribution. He will summon an army from hell to destroy all of humanity for what they dared to do to his beloved. Even those that were not a part of it, for all that it takes for evil to rise is for good men to sit by and do nothing, which is exactly what they did and indirectly caused the death of his love. And so, as far as he's concerned, it's time to just wipe the slate clean and get rid of these filthy humans once and for all. Sadly, the most interesting character in this entire show, Dracula, is not seen for the entirety of the rest of the show, which is only 4 episodes for the first season. Yeah, the rest of the show follows, well, interesting characters, though not quite as interesting as Dracula, obviously. The main character in the story being Trevor Belmont, of the legendary Belmont family, who has been disgraced for daring to practice black magic, even though they only practice black magic to try to help everyone. Seriously, anytime someone tries to help anyone in this world, it seems like the Catholic Church is just like, bad, bad, we will not have you helping anyone. And you wonder why Dracula just wants to kill them all. But this character kind of goes from 0 to 60, like in the midst of 4 episodes. Well, really only 3 episodes overall, because the first one's devoted to Dracula mostly. This character goes from I hate everyone because they hate my family and discriminate against us and all this to, well, I'll help these 1 or 2 people because they're kind of nice to me, to, you know what, forget it. I'll just save everyone, even if they're total jerks and they don't deserve it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's kind of a big switch within 3 episodes, but they work it well enough that you don't really notice it on your first viewing. Along with him, we also see a magic user girl who's really, really cool, and her accent is kind of like, I think, French, though I'm not sure, and a vampire guy who is the son of Dracula, whose name is Alucard. Yes, I know his other name, but Alucard is a cooler name, so we're going with that. Now it's time to talk about the elephant in the room and the reason why I first gravitated toward this entire thing. It looks exactly, or not exactly, but a lot like anime. Like, this thing was clearly inspired by anime, let's be honest here. And I like that. I like that more and more Western shows are taking, like, things from anime and whatnot. And I also like that they sort of give back, like, a lot of things from Japan are starting to take on Western things, like more gangster anime and whatnot. It's just a little cool thing that I've noticed that cultures are starting to blend more. And I really, really like that. And the animation on this was on point, son. Like, seriously, some of the most beautiful fight scenes I've ever seen in my life. The demons were, like, really cool and ghoulish and whatnot. And there's a fight scene between Trevor Belmont and the vampire Alucard at the end. And oh my gosh, a sword fight has never looked this cool. Like, I was being thrown back to, like, oh, this is like samurai shampoo. Less bloody, but a lot like Samurai Champloo, or maybe also Afro Samurai, though Afro Samurai went more with the gore overall. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is so cool. This is what I've been wanting to see. Oh man, we're on episode 4 and have to wait a year for the other episodes. Man, really? On a side note, though, however, before I go to my final rating, I will say that I do like how they sort of lambasted the whole Catholic Church and religion sort of thing. Anything that takes a stab at religion and shows how utterly horrible it can be at times gets a thumbs up in my book. I feel very happy giving this show 5 stars out of 5, or at least this season. And I think the show overall, if it continues with this level of quality for both its action and its storytelling, then I think it'll be one for the history books. But only time will tell. Until next time, my children of the night, I am anime viewer 666. Thank you, and good night.